All right. Guess what? Today we're going to talk about Star Wars. And I'm not talking about Disney garbage. I'm talking about the originals. 6 great movies, sort of. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Ball is Tommy. I like ball.
Woo, buddy. Happy Hump Day. That's right. Middle of the work week. We're here. The work week's just flying by. We've got so much to talk about today. And I'm excited for once. And we're not talking about a movie. We're talking about a docuseries that gives you all the lowdown dirty secrets about what happened with the making of Star Wars, the first 6 movies. That's right, episodes 1 through 6. So, what do you think about that? Is it worth talking about? Let's find out. So, we've got Icons Unearthed, Star Wars. This is a TV series. It's episodic, kind of like a documentary. Interviews. They talk to Marcia Lucas, the ex-wife of George Lucas. A huge interview, the first ever on-camera interview, where she discusses the ins and outs and truth. And no, the picture on the screen, that's not Marcia Lucas. I promise. Okay? TV series came out in 2022, obviously. It's brilliant. All right? Each episode, this doesn't play around. This tells you how it is, exactly how it happened between her and George Lucas and the actors, the directors, the producers. Whoo, this is a deep dive. All right, if you have any interest in Star Wars, real Star Wars, not Disney garbage, real Star Wars, and you want to know the true stories of what happened when these were made and how the stories were came up with and how George Lucas treated the actors, how the actors took to the roles. I mean, everything. Every little deep, dirty secret is told in this show. And I gotta say, it's interesting. Me and Squeaky Chair found it extremely interesting watching this show. There's no... Look, I have issues with documentaries, because here's the thing. A documentary is told from one of two sides, okay? And depending on the beliefs of the person that does said documentary, you get their side treated as the positive, regardless of whether they want the documentary to be open-minded or whatnot. The fact of the matter is, whoever's doing the documentary, their side is kind of what they show as the victor, if you will. So, as much as it can be fun to watch a documentary, or interesting, or a learning experience, for the most part, most times, you're just getting one side of the coin, and it's not always the right one, or even true. In some instances, there's some great documentary filmmakers out there who lie all the time, and they pass it off as truth. This is not like that. Now, to be fair, you're not going to see a bunch of interviews with George Lucas throughout this docuseries. Why? Because this isn't about him. This is about Marcia Lucas and her, like, how she was a huge part of Star Wars until they got divorced, and then she was just pushed aside. This is about how the actors and the people were treated by George Lucas. This is about how his humble beginnings start and how he created this beloved franchise. And even how he misstepped numerous times along the way. So in that instance, I guess you could say, you're only getting one side. But all these voices seem to be saying the same thing. So go figure. Alright, some of these people loved the work they did in Star Wars and some do not. This is a very solid, well-rounded show, giving you facts and stories and how things were, or happened, or opinion. You decide. Regardless, this is a well-deserved great watch. It's I saw Chris Gore interview the guy that did this docuseries, and evidently they're planning on putting out the full-length interview with Marcia Lucas as one whole video at some point. I would be interested to see that, because what they have edited down into this documentary, it's some good heavy stuff, man. You learn more than you ever wanted to know about Star Wars. And if I was going to say anything, I wish Toshiro Mifune had agreed to play in the original movie, which he was supposed to. I'm not going to tell you who he was supposed to play, but evidently his agent told him, no, you don't want to do that. That's for kids. Oh, Toshiro Mifune. I would have loved to see that. So there you have it, you guys. Look, for Humpday, this is a quick one because there's not much you can say. I don't see anything about this that I did not enjoy. It was extremely well done, a huge amount of information, and I was extremely excited to watch every episode. So, if Star Wars, real Star Wars, is of interest to you, this is a must-see. I gotta tell you, every episode is fantastic. Each episode covers one of the movies. Best I remember. It's not short, because there's at least 6 episodes, right? But definitely worth watching. So, hey, like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're glad you're here. As always, in the description down below are some things we love, especially coffee, that you can check out. You might like it too. They don't pay us. We just love their products. And that'll do it for the Humpday video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks as always for being here, and we will be back on Friday to talk about a movie, and you don't want to miss that. From Michael the Microphone, Bob Squeaky Chair, and this Star Wars loving nerd. We'll see you Friday.